في بيتكلم.
ده ميكروفون ايه بقى؟
ده بتاع النادي الاهلي.
بتاع ايه؟
النادي الاهلي.
اصل في 3 دلوقتي.
ده بتاع النادي الاهلي
ده بتاع
التلفزيون بس مباشر. بتاع اون سبورت.
اوكي.
اطفي. كده كده
شوف بقى كده مع مدام نهاد، لو حد اتكلم عربي هي اللي هتعمل الانجليزي.
لا هي اللي هتكلم عربي بس تسالها.
لا انا مش هشتغل عربي انجليزي. شوف بقى كده معاها ولا ايه؟ مدام نفيسه المفروض سالتها، فشوف قالت لها ايه.
يعني اسالها ولا ايه؟
اسال مدام نفيسه، قال مدام نهاد قالت لها ايه.
السيد رئيس
Mr.
الاتحاد الافريقي
President
لكرة
of the
القدم،
Confederation of
السادة
African
أعضاء
Football,
اللجنة
members
التنفيذية
of
للاتحاد
the CAF
الأفريقي،
Executive Committee,
السادة
members of the
أعضاء
CAF Interclub
لجنة
Competitions
تنظيم
Committee,
مباريات
ladies and gentlemen,
الأندية،
representatives of
السادة ممثلي
clubs qualified, dear representatives of media,
الفرق
to the millions of
المصنفة،
fans of African
ونرحب
football following
بممثلي
us thanks to television and social networks. I would
التلفزيون
like to
والإعلام.
welcome you
نرحب
here
بكم
at the headquarters of CAF for
في
this
مقر
historic
الاتحاد
occasion.
الأفريقي لكرة
Since
القدم
1964
بمناسبة
and the
تاريخية.
beginning of the first edition of the Champions Cup for African clubs that preceded the Champions League, the club competitions of CAF have known a lot of transformations. Today, 26 April 2016, we are going to have the first drawing of lots for groups phases of the Confederation Cup and the Champions League, with 16 teams for each competition. That is to say, 4 groups of 4 clubs in each case, with the introduction of quarterfinals at the direct qualifier for matches first and second leg. This is something that should be qualitative and not quantitative only. We have to consider that this is very important in the implementation of the program of club licensing and also for the increase of the premium given to clubs qualified for the group phase from 16 to 32. As an example, it is a total of $12.5 million that will be distributed to the teams which are still there for the Champions League, against $5.7 million before. The premium to the winner goes from $1.5 million to $2.5 million. The teams finishing at the fourth level in the group will each receive $550,000 against $400,000 before. I would like to invite you to witness a video concerning the history of CAF Interclub competitions.
مباريات الأندية في الاتحاد الأفريقي. الفرق التي احتلت المركز الثالث وفي عام
Est-ce que le vidéo on voit rien? C'est bon. Thank you for your attention. Before continuing and explaining the procedures that we adopted this morning during the meeting of the organizing committee for the interclub competition committee that was held at 10 this morning, let me examine with you the various teams and tell you a few words about each. We are going to start by the French alphabetical order of the various participating countries, that is to say, South Africa to start with. And it is represented by Platinum Stars, and it is with the scoring of goals versus the EA Standard Côte d'Ivoire that Platinum Stars, South Africa, got its first qualification for group phase. Always and still with South Africa, represented by Supersport United, that got its new name in 1997. This club is a 3 times champion for South Africa, and it is unbeatable in the matches at home. Now Algeria, represented by the Mouloudia Club, Algiers, African champion in 76, the Mouloudia Club Algiers, 7 times Algerian champion and 8 times the winner of the National Cup, is a club that we have to follow. Angola, the Recreativo do Libolo, winner of the Angola Cup in 2016, is 4 times champion for Angola and now plays versus CNAPS Madagascar. Egypt, represented by Egyptian club Smuha, for its first participation in the Champions League in 2015. Smuha got the group phase, and the Alexandria club for the first time is doing that again for the Confederation Cup. Gabon, CF Mounana, which is the champion for Gabon. The CF Mounana won versus ASEC Abidjan. Guinea, Horoya AC with this qualification, the Horoya of Conakry that was the winner of the Club Cup in 1978, is now back at the first level. Morocco, represented by FUS Rabat, champion for Morocco in 2016 for the first time, the Fatah Union Sport of Rabat, that was eliminated in the Champions League and now is back with the Confederation Cup in 2010. Nigeria, Rivers United, represented by Rivers United, was born in 2016 after putting together 2 teams for Port Harcourt, Sharks FC and Dolphin FC. Rivers United was able to come back after being eliminated in the Champions League. Kampala City Council Authority for Uganda. The group phase is the first for this team of the Kampala municipality that was qualified after scoring of goals versus the Egyptians of El Masri. Rwanda, Rayon Sports, it was a TP Mazembe, Congo, and after being eliminated by surprise in the Champions League, TP Mazembe, now 5 times African champion, is qualified for the group phase. Sudan, Hilal El Obeid, for its first participation in the interclub competitions of CAF. Hilal El Obeid is now facing the very big clubs, and it is playing versus the champions of Gambia. Swaziland, first club of the Swaziland Kingdom, Baban Swallows, is qualified for the group phase. And this is very important because this club has eliminated Azam FC Tanzania and AC Leopards Congo. Tunisia, represented by Club Africain, 13 times champion for Tunisia and 11 times the winner of the National Cup. The Club Africain had only 1 intercontinental trophy in 97 years, and it was the African Champions Club Cup in 1991. Tunisia, a Club Sportif Sfaxien, with 3 trophies in 2007, 2008, and 2013. It is the record man of the victories in the Confederation Cup. Therefore, it is a favorite, and the club is going to go into this new competition. Zambia, represented by Zesco United, semi-finalist of the Champion Leagues last year. Zesco United, 5 times champion for Zambia, is hoping this time to be able to be a winner also in the Confederation Cup. Now let us look at a video showing us the strong and important moments of the teams that are going to play the Confederation Cup. خلاص مش مهم. Thank you very much. And before going to the drawing of lots, let me explain to you the procedure that were adopted this morning by the organizing committee for the CAF inter-club competition. The procedure explaining the teams according to the ranking of the teams. We have here 5 pots. Pot 1 with the 12 teams, non-seeded teams, and then the second one for the seeded teams. And as you can see, we're not going to proceed to a drawing of lots for the quarterfinals, because according to our regulations, the first of the groups of the 4 groups, the 4 first groups will play at home. So we're going to have the drawing of lots for the first semi-final, second semi-final, and the finals. And this is to determine the position of the team that is going to play at home. Here we have the following teams. We have Smuha, Club Recreativo d'Olibolo, Munana, Oraya, Rivers United, Super Sport United, Platinum Stars, El Hilal, Club Africain, Baban Swallows, and Kampala CCA. And now in pot 2, where we have the seeded teams, we have TP Mazembe, CSS, ZESCO United, and FUS. And then we are going to proceed to the drawing of lots to determine the position of the clubs for the second leg. The procedure is the following. You are going to take from this pot the first ball, which will go directly to the position A2, and then the second will go to B2, the third one to position C2, and the fourth ball drawn will go directly to position D2. We're going to repeat the same procedure for the fifth ball that will go to the position A3 and then B3, C3, D3. And this for the last four balls that will go to A4, B4, C4, and D4. And then here we're going to have a drawing of lots, and the first ball will go to position A1, the second to position B1, third to position C1, and fourth to position D1. At the beginning, to do this drawing, two players who are legends, and we know perfectly why, because they have really their position. It is Trésor Mputo and Wael Goma. One is has already withdrawn, and the other retired, and the other one is still active. Unfortunately, we will not have Trésor Mputo with us. We saw that there was a new disposition on Monday, and therefore he left from Lubumbashi yesterday. We can say that it is the best player, and he unfortunately missed his flight. So therefore, we have now Mr. Constant Omari Selemani, a member of the Executive Committee, Vice President of FIFA, and he is going to be with us here. Mr. Omari. Now we are going directly to the drawing of lots, as I just explained to you. Mr. Omari, you are going to take, first of all, please mix well the balls. You know how it is done. And you're going to mix up thoroughly and then choose one ball. The first one, the first ball, is going to go directly to the position A2. African Club, Club Africain. So Club Africain is in the position A2. The second one will go to B2. Platinum Stars. Platinum Stars in group B, B2, position B2. Third ball is going to go in the position C2. Recreativo do Libolo. That goes to the position C2. Now the fourth ball Super Sport United, position D2. Now we go to the position A3, Rivers United, position A3. The next ball will go to the position B3. MC Alger going to position B3. Hilal El Obaid from Sudan goes to the position C3, and the next ball to be drawn will go to position D3. Oroya, a club from Guinea. Thank you. Now we have 4 balls left, and we're going to do again the same procedure. The first ball will go to position A4. Kampala CCA from Uganda. The next one will go to position B4. Baban Swallows, position B4. Egyptian club Smoha will go to position C4, and to confirm the last club, Mr. Umagi, and this club will go to position D4, and it is CF Munana. Thank you very much. Now we can continue for the classification of the seeded teams. As we explained, we have TP Mazembe, CSS, and the others. The first one will go to position A1. FUS Rabat from Morocco, position A1. Second ball will go to the position BA1. CS Sfaxia from Tunisia will go to position B1. Thank you. Zesco United will go to position C1, therefore in Group C, position C1, and finally the DRC club, to confirm, it is Tepe Mazembe that will go to position D1. Thank you very much. And now to conclude this drawing of lots, we are going here to mix well, as you can see, the balls. Now you can see that we have the semi-finals. We have the fourth finals that we cannot touch. It is for the teams that will play the second leg and match away. And therefore, we are going to go directly to the semi-final. Here we have given numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. For the semi-finals, we have matches 1 and 2, or 2 and 1 that are going to play the matches at home and away, or 3 and 4, and this is what is going to determine the team that's going to play the match at home. And then we will have for the semi-finals 5-6 or 6-5, and this is where we have red balls. Now we have to mix very well for the first semi-final for the team that is going to play at home, the second leg at home. Here, the second leg is going to be the winner of match 1 versus the winner of match 2. Can you please confirm, Mr. Omari? So winner 2 versus 1 and winner 1 versus 2. Okay. This is for the first semi-finals match, and we're going to do the same here to determine the team that is going to play the second leg at home. Here we're going to have either 3-4 or 4-3. The second leg is the winner of matches 3 and 4, 4 versus 3, and 3 versus 4. So it is the winner of 4 versus 3. And to conclude, we are going to have the finals. We're going to go through the same procedure. The first ball, we have here 2, and we have the matches 5-6 or 6-5. Please take a ball. The first one will see the finals of the Confederation Club for 2017. Winner, match 5 and 6. We have for the first leg 6 versus 5. And to confirm, for the first leg, we have 6 versus 5. Thank you very much, Mr. Omari, for your participation. Thank you. Before we go to the Champions League, now we are going to come back to the result of the drawing of lots. You have here the first day of the group matches. And before going to the first day, I'm going to read the composition. Group A, First Club Africa, Rivers United, Kampala, CCA. Group B, CSS, Platinum Stars, MC Alger, Baban Swallows. Group C, Zesco United, Club RD Dolibolo, Al Hilal El Obaid, Smuha, And Group D, TP Mazembe, Supersports United, Haroya IC, and CAF Munana. And here you have, as the group matches are huge, we are just giving you the first day for your information, and for the rest of the fixtures, it will be available on the CAF website, www.cafonline.com. And here you have the first day. You have FUS versus Kampala City, Club Africain versus Rivers United. For Group B, CSS versus Van Swallows, Platinum Stars versus MC Algiers. Group C, Zesco United versus Muha, Club Dolibolo versus Al Hilal Al Ubaid. And Group D, TP Mazembe versus CF Monana, and Supersport United versus Haroya IC. Thank you very much for your attention. And before going to the drawing of lots of the Champions League, please allow me to see a movie showing you the important moments of the season. Thank you. Now we are starting the second half of our drawing of lots. And before going to the drawing of lots for the Champions League, allow me to make a presentation of the various teams. We are going to start with the countries according to the French alphabetical order. South Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns, represented by Mamelodi Sundowns, winner of the Super Cup, 7 times champions for South Africa, is in a position now to play for a second victory of the Champions League. Algeria, represented by Union Sportive de la Médina, finalist in 2015, the Algerian champion hopes to be also qualified this year and count on the experience of its coach Paul Putt, finalist of AFCON 2013. Cameroon, represented by Canton Sport Garoua, 14 times champion for Cameroon. Canton Sport is in the group phases of the Champions League, and it reached the final in 2008. Egypt, represented by the Egyptian club Al Ahly, record man of victories in the Champions League, CAF Champions League, the club that has 110 years, 38 times champion of Egypt and 35 times winner of the National Cup, is we're playing for a 9th trophy. Still for Egypt, represented by the Egyptian club Zamalek, the runner-up last year, Zamalek is trying a 6th win in the Champions League since 2002. St. George, Ethiopia, in 82 years, the club has been 28 times champion for Ethiopia and is going to participate to the group phase for the first time. Libya, represented by Ahli Tripoli, 12 times champion for Libya. Ahli Tripoli is well known in the inter-club competitions and did not always, unfortunately, make a good performance. Morocco, represented by WAC Casablanca, after 25 years of not winning anything in the Champions League, they are trying now to come back. The club was eliminated in semi-final last year. Club Ferroviario da Beira, Mozambique, champion for Mozambique in 2016 for the first time. The Ferroviario da Beira signed really an excellent place by going to the group phases to start in the total Champions League. AS Vita disqualified last year. The AS Vita club of Kinshasa, runner-up in 81 and 2014, wishes to come back after its first winning in 2073. El Hilal Sudani, South Sudan, 29 times champion for Sudan, finalist of the Champions Club Cup for Africa in 87 and 92. El Hilal is not for the first time in the group phase. El Merih, Sudan, winner of the African Cup in 1989, finalist of the Confederation Cup in 2007, has nothing to say for the Champions League. Tunisia, Espérance Sportif de Tunis, the last victory in the Champions League goes back to 2011. 26 times champions for Tunisia. This club can again dream to be at the top with the very experimented coach Fawzi Benzarti. Étoile Sportive du Sahel, Tunisia again. Étoile Sportive du Sahel from Sousse has 9 African crowns, if you can say so, in 2007, and this for the Champions League. The last time it was less than 2 years ago for the Confederation Cup. Zanaco, Zambia, it is the first time that they come in the group phase, and in 2010 Zanaco had been the winner of the Confederation Cup. Now, finally, we have the Caps United, Zimbabwe, and to reach this group phase, Caps United was able to eliminate the very powerful Mazembe Lumumbashi. And now I will explain to you the procedure again, which are going to be applied for this drawing of lots for all the Champions League. As you can see, we have 4 pots for the group matches, and according to the seeded teams of CAF, as approved by our commission, of our committee, we have level 1, 2, 3, 4. In level 4, I'm starting from right to left. We have in the new 4, we have Saint-Georges, Ferroviario Bera, Zanaco FC, and Caps United. For level 3, we have Merih, AS Vita, Canton Sport, and Ahli Tripoli. In level 2, we have Hilal, EST, WAC, USM Alger. And level 1, El Ahli, Zamalek, ESS, and Sundowns. After we finish the drawing of lots for the group matches, we are going to go through the same procedure as we did for the Confederation Cup. That is to say, we are not going to have a drawing of lots for the quarter-final. The first in the group will pay automatically the match at home, and we are going to draw lots for the 2 semi-finals and for the finals. And the winner will play the second leg. Now we are starting with level 4. The first ball will go to position A4, second one will go directly to position B4, and so on, C4, D4. And the same applies for 3, A3, B3, C3, D3, and so on. For the second level, we will have position A2, B2, C2, D1, and level 1, A1, B1, C1, D1. So we can start. And to manage this drawing of lots, as I said, we have here with us a legend of the African football, and I'm talking of our host. He is a very special player, and he has been well known for his role in the defense bench. He comes from one of the best countries in Africa, directly from the Pharaohs, and he has been distinguished in 2005, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. He was the first player in our continent, and he was playing in the Confederation Cup. It is Wael Goma. Wael Goma, retired since 2014, most certainly is one of the main figures of African football. He was really the defensive rock of the Club Al Ahli in Egypt and in Cairo. And before inviting him to the podium and to ask him to manage this drawing of lots, first of all, look at a video that will show you the history of our legend of football. Thank you very much. Captain Wael Goma. We are happy to have you with us, Captain. It is an honor for us to have you with us. And we congratulate you for your many achievements during your career. First of all, and before starting the procedure of the drawing of lots, allow me please to ask a few questions. I'm not going to take much of your time. You were the first one that played over 100 matches, 115 to be precise. How can you qualify this achievement? While Goma is talking without microphone, the interpreters cannot hear him. Sorry, but it is impossible to hear what he's saying as he's speaking without microphone. Of course, all the matches that we played were quite difficult, and it was good to be counting on the efficiency and professionalism of all players. We can say that each and every one that participated in the matches has played its role. The successes are due to all the players. You were the champion and the winner 6 times with the Nadi Al Ahli, and we would like you to tell us and to tell the media what was the most difficult match that you played with Al Ahli club. Sometimes we were expecting that the Ahli club was going to lose, but on the contrary, and thanks to you, it was the winner. Of course, each one of the matches and competitions have their own character and taste. Maybe the most difficult is the one you play for the first time. In 2006, it was against Zambezi, and it was very difficult for Al Ahli club because of the circumstances of this match. The Tunisian team is, of course, an excellent team, and it was very, very difficult for us to play against them. And we managed to win at the very last minute, the 90th minute. And then in 2012 also, where we managed to win, also at the last moment. I think that this was the best competition for the Nadi Al Ahli. These two are among my favorite matches, of course, but still I can say that each match that we play is special. Thank you very much, Dr. Weil, for being with us here today, and I will go back to French, to the French language, to explain the procedure of the drawing of lots. So we are going now to proceed. The first ball will go directly to the position A4. Ferroviaro, Vera, position A4. Second ball, B4, position B4. Caps United. And it is the position B4. The third ball will go to the position C4. Saint-Georges. And to confirm, the last clumb for the group D, D4, is Zanaco, D4. We will repeat this for level 3, where we have Merih, Coton Sport, Ahli. The first ball will go to A3, and it is Al Marikh, Sudan. The second one will go to position B3. It is Ahli Tripoli from Libya. The third ball will go to the position C3. AS Vita Club, position C3. And to confirm, the last ball, with the last ball, we have Coton Sport Le Garois from Cameroon, that goes to position D3. Now the second level, level 2. Club Hilal Sudan will go to position A2. The second one, SM Alger, position B2. The third ball will go to position C2. And it is EST, Espérance Sportive Tunisia, going to position C2. And WAC will go to position D2. Now, to conclude the composition of the teams, of the seeded teams in the groups, Captain Well, the first ball will go to position A1. ES Sahel, Étoile Sportive Sahel, Sportive Star Sahel. The second one will go to position B1. And it is the Egyptian club Zamalek, Zamalek Club. Position C1. We have Mamelodi Sundowns. And the last club to confirm is the Ahli Club. Going to position D1. D1. Before we go to the drawing of lots for the semi-finals and the final, and to determine the position of the teams that are going to welcome the visiting team, allow me first of all to come to recapitulate the result of our drawing of lots. As we can see it now on the screen. For the group A, we have ISS Hilal El Merikh Ferroviaron, group B, Zamalek, USM Algiers, Ahli Tripoli, Caps United, group C, Sundowns, EST, AS Vita, St. George, group D, Ahli, WAC, Coton Sport, and Zanaco. Now? And now we are going to proceed to the semi-final, the two matches for the semi-finals. We are waiting to see on the screen the matches for the quarterfinals and the semi-finals as well as the finals. We have the same procedure exactly as the one we had for the Confederation Cup. It is repeated here. You have matches 1, 2, 3, 4, and for the quarterfinals we have the semi-finals 5 and 6, and for the match 5 we are going to have either 1-2 or 2-1 according to the drawing, which is going to be done in a while. First ball drawn, either 1-2 or the winner of the match 2 versus 1. Winner match 2-1, it is going to play at home, and we have for the first leg 1-2, 1 versus 2. So the winner 1 versus 2 will play the first leg, and to determine the second semi-final we are going to have the second leg at home, and it will be either 3-4 or 4-3. We have the winner of 4 versus 3 that's going to play the second leg at home, and to confirm the first leg, the winner 3 versus 4. For the semi-finals we have 1 versus 2, 2 versus 1, and then second semi-final 3 versus 4 and 4 versus 3. And to end up our drawing of lots for the finals, the team that is going to welcome the second leg of the semi-finals for 2017, or the winner of 5-6 or 6-5. The winner of 6 versus 5 will play the second leg at home, and to determine and confirm the first leg, it will be the winner of 5 versus 6. The winner of the match 5 versus 6. Thank you very much, Dr. Wael, for being with us. And before we recapitulate the results, we would like to ask you a final question. We are going to ask a last question to the captain, Wael. You have seen what was the result and how were the teams qualified. We think that Al Ahly and Zamalek are probably the two best ones and the strongest ones among the teams, and in particular for Al Ahly, I see that Cotton Sport and Zanaco are champions, are African champions, and also we have in the other groups, Group C and Group A, we have also very good teams. I think this is not going to be easy. And the competition is going to be fierce. At the end, the winner and the champion is going to be determined by the match itself. Thank you very much for being with us. Before we conclude our drawing of lots, allow me to tell you what were the results of this. For the Group A, we have ESS Hilal Merih Ferroviario. Group B, Zamalek USMLG, Ali Tripoli, Caps United. Group C, Sundowns, EST, AS Vita, St. George. And Group D, Ahli, WAC, Coton Sport, and Zanaco. And as you can see here, the first match, the first day, for the group matches, we have for Group A, ESS versus Ferroviario Umbera, Hilal versus Merir. For Group B, Zamalek versus Caps United, USMLG versus Ahli Tripoli. Group C, Sundowns versus St. George, EST versus AS Vita, and Group D, Ahli versus Zanaco, and WAC versus Coton Sport. I wish to remind you that it will be in the weekend 12 to 14 May 2017 that we have the first match, and for the second it will be on 24 May, and we will have the first leg in October 2017, and then the other in November. The final first leg will be played in October, November 2017, and you can follow this, as I told you, on our website. Mr. President of CAF, distinguished members of the Executive Committee, members of the Organizing Committee of the CAF Interclub competitions, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to have counted you with us, and I thank you for your attention, as well as I wish you a very good return to your respective countries. Thank you for your attention, and have a nice day.